Hey everyone, it's Joy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a special video because Fawn has a special little release that just went live, and I have created a reveal wheel card using most of the newer products that I got. I'm using the little snow globe dog stamp and coordinating die, the reveal wheel little snow globe, reveal wheel templates, the little snow globe dog, and then the little snow globe add-on stamp, which I did not use. So here is that stamp set with the cute dog and the snow globe, and you have all the images. You have your template. That's the piece I did not use. You have your template, and then you have your little reveal wheel little snow globe dies. Then of course you need the basic reveal wheel, which I have here. So I am going to start by die cutting from some of my most favorite patterned paper, which is from Fawn. I've got the base piece for the reveal wheel. This will be the front piece. And I'm just trimming apart the little puzzle piece essentially that you need to put in that's in the shape of the globe. So this is going to be the front piece of our card. And then I will die cut another one of these without the puzzle piece in it, without the little globe, for the back piece of our card. I'm sure you guys have seen the reveal wheel from Fawn, but if not, I will show you how to put it together in this video. This is the Let It Snow Snowflakes 6x6 paper pad. I love it. It's my favorite. So there's the second piece without the snow globe piece in it. Then I cut the other pieces in the little reveal wheel little snow globe, and I did that from it is the metallic holographic 2.0 from Fawn. So this is going to be like the frame piece, and then I have a little red piece, and there's three pieces to the bottom part of the snow globe. I'm just using one, and it has cute little snowflake pieces cut out of it. But that patterned paper is also from the Let It Snow Snowflakes 6x6 paper pad. So I'm going to put this on the front. So now the little opening now looks like a snow globe, and then we can have our little images behind it. So that's the start of our reveal wheel. Then you have the actual wheel that is going to be spinning. There is two templates. This one here has 4 spots, and then the other one has 3. You just line it up with the die cut piece that I have of white cardstock. I'm going to stamp my images. I'm going to put this in my MISTI and just kind of tape it down. The images that I'm using are from the little snow globe dog stamp and die. So I'm going to use 4 of the images. I have the tree, the reindeer, the cute little house, and the snowman. So those are the 4 images I want to stamp. So I'm just centering them in the holes of the little template. It's like a stencil, basically, like a little open stencil. I'm using Fawn's black ink. I'm putting all my little images in place, inking it up, and then just stamping that down, trying to make sure they're fairly lined up. Like you can see the little lines, that's basically the ground that these images are sitting on. I'm trying to get those as close to each other as possible as far as up and down, top to bottom kind of goes. So there's our cute tree, and then the last image is going to be the little snowman, and there is 2 more images, and right now I can't remember what they are, but they're super cute. Oh, there's a penguin and something else. And then I can just remove that stencil. I just wiped it off, and now let's color these little images. So we're going to do this coloring, and then we have more images that we're going to be coloring as well. I'm just using my Copic markers. You can see the caps here at the top. For my turquoise blue colors, I'm using BG 10, 11, and 13, either by themselves or as a combination. I love turquoise and red together, so this color palette lends to that, and I love it. I'm using C6 and 8 for the black roof. Then we have our cute little reindeer, E57, E55, and then I think I do, nope, that's it, E57 and E55. Then for the Christmas tree, I am using YG 65 and 67, and these images color so quickly, but I do want to color the background, so that's where I'm going to use the BG 10, 11, and 13. The BG 10 is going to be for the snow on the ground, and then the BG, I think it's 11, nope, it's 13, will be for the sky. And I'm coloring this in. I ended up coloring the whole background because as you spin it, you're going to see it. and I kind of wasn't thinking ahead. So I need to connect them all together, and then you have this nice snowy background. I also want to give this a fun snowy look, and I'm going to use the liquid stardust. So we will do that here in a minute. But as you can see, I mean, the video is sped up, but these color really, really quickly. So let me just finish getting this nice and colored. I just went, what the heck, just do it all. Okay, so now I want to bring in that liquid stardust. It's so shimmery and shiny. I'm just going to put a little bit on my work surface. I have a small paintbrush, and I'm just going to tap all over the background. And then I can put this aside to dry while we are working on the other parts of our card. But look at that shine. It's so pretty. Okay, so I'm using some white wood grain cardstock from Fawn. I'm taking that front piece for the reveal wheel, and I'm only cutting the bottom part because that's going to be our wood floor for our little scene that we are going to create on the front of our reveal wheel card. I did cut it a little bit bigger. I do trim it down a little bit more later, but that's going to be our kind of landing point for these images here. I am keeping, again, the color scheme all the same. I think I did bring in some more browns, E18, 15, and 23 for the dog, but I'm keeping everything else pretty much the same. I thought this fun pop of red will be really, really cute. Now, my original idea was just these images here, but once I laid it out on my card, it was too empty. So I am going to bring in some other images. I did not show the coloring on those because it's the exact same colors, but I will show you those images. But look at that fun red. I'm going to use C2 and 3 for the little handles so they will look a little bit silver. Then of course he's got that cute little hat with antlers. The hat is going to be red as well. The red that I am using is R35, 37, and 39. This for the hat, I believe I just did R35 and 37. So the deep dark red that's on that little stand, little nightstand, is with the R39 as well. This is where I decided to go grab some different colors for the dog. So here is the E18, 15, and 23. And my Copic marker leaked and blobbed kind of right on his nose, but I was able to fix it with the 0 marker, and I just kind of, it didn't bleed too far outside of his nose, and it was fine that his muzzle was darker. So I just used the 0 marker right there and kind of pushed the ink away, and I will do it again once that part dries. But he's a cute little pup, and so you didn't even notice after I was done. I will use the coordinating dies to die cut these out, of course, and I'm going to tape those in place with some low tack tape. Okay, let's put the reveal wheel together. I have a little brad. I'm sticking through the back of that little tiny circle and then through the back of the big circle, and I'm going to open this up and flatten the brad down. So this is what is going to spin behind our two pieces. So I'm lining it up, the top and the side here. I don't want to see any color on the side where I'm spinning. I just want to see the white part of that kind of scalloped edge, so it's easy to grab and spin. I'm just kind of fixing some of my coloring when I spin it, those little corner edges, adding a little more of that BG10 color underneath the critters here, so it looks like they're sitting in snow. So again, I'm going to put this in, slide this over to the left a little, making sure my images when I spin, so I'm putting my finger on the back on the brad and holding it front and back so I can just spin this, making sure my images look good, making sure what I'm spinning on the side, I'm not seeing any of the color, just the little white edge. Once I get that in place, I'm going to hold it down, flip it over, and I'm just going to use some low tack tape to hold that in place. Now we want to add foam tape to the back, so I'm going to add these little foam squares to that tiny circle, making sure it does not touch the brad and making sure it does not touch the big circle. You don't want it hanging off the edge, otherwise your thing is not going to spin. Then I'm adding some more foam tape. It's the same height, so that way your little circle will stick to the back of your card, but we need to add some foam tape so the rest of it isn't just floating there, if that makes sense. So I'm just trimming some pieces around and adding that to it. And then that white piece, I'm going to remove that low tack tape while I'm holding the circle in place. I'm also going to remove all of the release paper because we can adhere this down in one shot. But make sure you're holding down your circle in the back. Lining this up, and when I'm putting it down, I'm putting one side down first, and then I'm going to make sure to push down that reveal wheel part right there because I want that to stick before I worry about sticking everything else. I'm spinning that, it spins perfect. My images are lined up, just adding a little more color here, and that went together smoothly. Let's build this little scene. So here's our floor. I did trim it down a little bit more from the top. I wanted to do it using the reveal wheel cover die because it has that stitching around the edge, and I didn't want to lose that stitching by just adding a piece of the cardstock there without using that die. I add some foam tape behind the pup. He's looking up at that snow globe. I think it's so cute. A little bit of liquid glue at the bottom of his hat, just so it'll stick to his head. And then this is where I'm like, yeah, we need some more images. So I am using the images from the Holiday Helpers Stamp and Coordinating Die. I have stamped and colored 2 presents, 2 bows, a little teddy bear, and 2 candy canes, keeping within all the same colors that I've already used on my Copic markers. And then I'm going to die cut these. I can adhere the little boxes together. You have the lid, then the bow. I'm going to do the turquoise bow on the red package and the red bow on the turquoise package. Then I'm going to add that bow right here on the top, and then we can finish putting this card together. I am going to have this present hang off the side just a little bit, and I will trim the excess off. Then this present will go right in front. I will add a little bit of foam tape behind that teddy bear. And then we have the 2 cute little candy canes I thought would be fun. So this just gives you the hint that Christmas is going on. You don't see a tree, you don't see anything like that, but you do see some fun little presents and toys, and I think that is really cute. Then we have our sentiment, and I am going to use the sentiment from the little snow globe dog, and it says Merry Christmas. I'm going to stamp that with lobster ink from Fawn. It's such a great, great red color. I'm lining it up straight at the bottom, that way I can just trim this out when I'm finished. It's just super simple. I'm also doing this in red because this is going to go at the top of our card, which is going to bring some red to the top because there's a lot of red at the bottom. I'm trimming this out with my paper trimmer, and then of course I'm going to add some foam tape behind it because I love my sentiments to have dimension. Let's pop this in place. Now for the A2 size base, I'm going to use the super cute Knit Picky Winter 6x6 paper pad, and I'm going to do it in this just kind of tan sand color. It's such a great neutral, and it goes so pretty with the red and the turquoise, and it just kind of pops off the background. So I'm going to adhere that to a white A2 size card base. Now you get this little arrow die with the reveal wheel die, the original one, and I have die cut that from white cardstock, and I'm going to put that in place so that way the recipient knows they need to spin the little wheel. There's also little stamps that says spin me or spin here or something like that, or turn me, that you can get as well, but I'm just using that little arrow. Then of course we want to add some highlights with a white gel pen to finish off all of our images. But now we've got this really, really cute scene, and I feel like there's 2 scenes going on here because the snow globe has 4 mini scenes in it. And then you have a little scene with the dog and the presents and the teddy bear. So I just think this turned out really cute. Adding some white highlights to, I didn't like the white highlight on that reindeer, so I covered it up with my Copic marker, and I kind of did the same thing with the bear, and I covered that up a little bit too. I got a little too white gel pen happy. Okay, here is this beautiful card. You guys can find all the products listed and linked for you guys below in the description, but look at how fun this spins. I just think it's so darling. I love this little snow globe, the cute little snow globe dog. I love this. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.